Welcome back to Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, July 16th, 2019. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. There are certain people in bodybuilding who have E.F. Hutton status, meaning that when they talk, people listen. But Dennis James is definitely one of those dudes in my book, and he seems to think that there are pretty strong possibilities that we might see Phil Heath competing at the Olympia this year. Recently, DJ weighed in on the whole Phil will he or won't he thing that we've been talking about for the last few weeks, and he seems to be of the opinion that King Phil is on a mission to get his title back. Now, Phil's been predictably all over the place about what it is that he's actually doing, but dudes like DJ tend to know stuff. So, I wouldn't be surprised if news breaks sometime in late August or early September that Phil signed the contract to come back and make a run at Olympia number 8. Now that we're already talking about potential Olympia comebacks, we have to talk about what's going on with Eduardo Correa. 5 years ago, he finished second at the Olympia to Flex Lewis, and then after that, never really got to that level because he got hammered with injuries over and over again to the point where he had to take a few years off just to let his body heal up fully. But now here he is, probably as close to good as he is and at his peak. And he's coming into this show with a vacant title just sitting there waiting for someone to scoop it up. Now granted, this is a different 212 landscape. The faces are different than they were 5 years ago, but still, he does have a chance to make history. And for him, I think it would have to be all that much sweeter considering what he's had to go through to get there over the last 5 years. I know Kawhi Leonard left the Raptors fans heartbroken after he skipped town for the LA last week, but since you guys need a good rebounder, maybe somebody could put Masai Ujiri in touch with our guy Fouad Abiad, because this dude is rebounding hard right now. Despite the fact that he sidelined for the entire 2019 campaign after he suffered a major triceps injury a few months back, Fouad doesn't seem any worse for the wear these days. New updates straight from Team Haas show the big man sitting at a lean and mean 280 pounds, which tells me that the rehab must be going very well. For his sake, I hope Fouad can stay healthy because it seems like every time you turn around, he has some new horrific injury going on. So everyone say a prayer and throw some salt over your shoulder or something. Let's ask the muscle gods to give Fouad a pain-free 12 months. There are some dudes who take losing personally, and it seems to me like Charles Griffin is one of those dudes. Apparently, he's still stinging from his second place finish at the Chicago Pro 2 weeks ago because all of a sudden he's on a mission to take out Dexter Jackson at the Tampa Pro, where he wants to prove that his name belongs in the conversation with the other elite guys in the division. This show in Tampa is shaping up to be a good one now, so hopefully Charles brings the heat like he says he will, because you know Dexter will be there chomping at the bit to take on this challenge. I'm getting better every single week. Consistency and discipline are the key to success. That is a direct quote from Classic Physique title contender Henry Pierre-Arnault on how he feels at this point in his Olympia prep. It was good to see Henry make the jump to Classic last year because he was a natural fit from day one. But this division is so ridiculously deep that even a guy with his talent has to take it up another level to be a top 3 contender. And only time will tell whether or not he has another gear that he can ratchet things up to. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.